Hi everyone, my name is Mia Brabham Nolan and I'm a staff writer at Shondaland.com. If there is one thing I love more than love itself, it's Bridgerton. And, well, coffee. So when Netflix and International Delight held a matchmaking event in New York City called Coffee and Courting, I knew I had to check it out for myself, even if only as a wallflower. Wouldn't Penelope be proud? I came for the coffee, but I stayed for Adjoa Andoh and Julia Quinn's dating advice. Andoh, who plays the Tun's favorite matchmaker, Lady Agatha Danbury, as well as Quinn, the best-selling author of the beloved Bridgerton book series, were both on the scene to talk about Bridgerton Season 3, recount their own personal love stories, and dish on modern dating tips. Here are the notes I took. Tip number 1, try a coffee date as your next first date. Quinn said,
formal, but it was also informal. I think there's a lot more of this wooing and dating happening in the morning and afternoon hours than at like the fancy balls where, let's be honest, everybody probably smelled really sweaty then.
You can go and do, paragliding for the second date, but on the first date, just keep it mellow, low-key.
It's like having, high tea but with coffee.
Bonus, you aren't pinned down to an entire meal or timeline. Tip number 2, wear what makes you feel like, well, you.
You have to think about how do you need to make yourself feel the most yourself. Open-hearted, comfortable, and confident.
Tip number 3, courtesy goes a long way. The appeal of Regency-era dating for many is the culture of being polite.
How are we courteous with one another? Well, we've talked about giving each other full attention. So put the phone down, put it on airplane mode, maybe. When you hold the door open for someone or someone holds the door open for you, you appreciate it. When you let an elder person or somebody who's differently abled and needs to sit, when maybe you get up and give them, all these tiny things, they make us feel good.
Tip number 4, make a bold move. Quinn shared with all of us the best move her husband ever made.
So one year for Valentine's Day, and I put this in Bridgerton actually. One of the few things in my life that has actually gone into Bridgerton. We were got together for Valentine's Day, and this was before it was really easy to order flowers over the net. That's how old we are. So he had to call up my sister to get the number for florist where it was. And what she didn't know is that he sent flowers to me, but he also sent them to my mother, my sister, and my grandmother.
Oh.
When I told my dad about this, he was like, ooh, he's good.
And finally, tip number 5, don't be afraid to text first.
I think that comes from how you get a sense of who that person is.
I also think that if it's going to be the right person, you don't want to be playing games with them.
Yeah.
Then the courting commenced. Head to Shondaland.com to read more about the event experience. Bye!